Can you believe it? It was awesome. Yes.
I could. It was fantastic. Oh,
Fantastic.
my goodness. They've heard us.
Oh, no.
G'day, everybody. Welcome to episode 18 of JT and That Other Guy. I am, of course, JT. And, of course, Ivan is the other guy. Hello, Ivan.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So, I'm the wrangler of the squirrel chaser.
Oh, my God.
Who have we got?
Oh, my God. Yes.
All right. Actually, I'll do a joke. Ivan, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howard.
Howard who?
How would I know?
You have to know that I don't ever experience any knock knock jokes, so all of them are new to me.
Oh, very good.
They are funny for me.
Very good. Well, I saw that one on a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old said that one. Okay. On the TV.
Still new for me.
Yeah, of course. Yes. You were going to say something. Sorry. When
Me?
Yeah, I think.
No. I was planning on remaining silent for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, good. All right.
That's my. No.
Fixed.
I was going to say that I don't remember. Yeah, good one. But still, then I was going to say that I might tag some things with JTalk this week, but I don't remember any of them. So even those are going to be a surprise for me if I did any.
Yes.
And
bye, Ivan. Thanks, Graffit. That made me laugh. Well, let's just see who's in the chat. Actually, let's see who's actually in the chat. Currently, there's Brian Vines, me, Thierry, and Teresa. Well, yes. That means the participants is wrong because Graffit is there, 3D Guzner is there, Spike is now here, Joe Paddock is here.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why the participants list is wrong. Oh, Mr. Buttram's here. There you go. Because I tried to at Mr. Buttram before. Let me try that again. Oh, at Mr. Buttram is there. Because he said good morning, good evening, and good tomorrow. Which it is. It's tomorrow. It's 12:33 a.m. for me.
Yes. What does it mean? WATSC. Hashtag WATSC.
I actually do not know. Thierry, do you want to
explain yourself, sir?
What squirrel chaser? I'm guessing the SC is squirrel chaser. Oh, wrangler and the squirrel chaser. Very good. Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
Much faster than us.
Spike, squirrel chaser. Ivan is easily distracted, so it's like the dog from Up, where it's squirrel.
Yes.
Squirrel. Yep.
Squirrel.
Yes, all of the above. All of the above. Now, Ivan, you appear to be in a cage. What's going on? Tell us the news.
I am. I think I can show you.
Yeah, I'll put you on full screen. Let me get rid of that. Let me put that there. Let me go Ivan only, and I go transition, and we are now looking at you. So you have your greenhouse, your 3D printed strut connectors.
Yes, can you see them?
Yes.
Maybe there.
You got a whiteboard and everything. How fancy!
Oh, I did have a whiteboard, but I didn't use it because it was really far from my desk. And whenever I had to use it, it was like over there, and I couldn't be bothered. So now I can just do this and write in there.
Okay.
And yes, I've used like 3 different connectors, like 3-way, corner, and T connector.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the new cool.
New cool hand sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that gets you killed or doesn't get you killed, depending how you use it.
Depending on the slight variations on the angle between these two fingers.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you've got arthritis, you're in trouble.
But I guess that like in sign language, when there is a gang member that has arthritis, they have a special set of signs for those people, so they can express themselves because it will be like.
Correct. Now, tell our lovely audience How warm is it outside?
Okay, outside, I mean inside the workshop, but outside this cage is 16 degrees, 16.1, and in here inside here it was 19.1 when I dialed and I called you, and now it is 19.5 with no heating, only with myself in here.
Okay, so
because I'm not losing heat from convection.
yeah, it's trapped.
Yes.
So how long did you spend to build this contraption?
Friday afternoon. I only had Friday afternoon.
Okay, good.
No, I started, but it was 2 halves of 2 afternoons. I started on Thursday afternoon and finished Friday afternoon, but I couldn't use the entire afternoons for me.
Okay.
I count every minute, so it was just like 4 hours or so.
Okay, good. Let me see what the chat's up to.
And,
I'm way behind.
Like 80% of the time was to just put the tarpaulin and make like a kind of a zipper door and staple everything together.
Yeah.
So it could like a half decent space and not like a trash bag in top of some sticks.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great yet, but it is.
So you've actually got a zipper?
It's not a zipper, but it's like, I don't know, it's like 2 halves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then another layer.
Yep.
And then outside.
Okay.
So like a little bit of a labyrinth, so air doesn't escape.
Sure.
But that's a lot of carefully placed duct tape and like, because if you go like this with the cutter and leave it like that, whenever you try to open it, it will.
Yeah.
Have no idea how to say that. Not even in Spanish.
Yeah. It was good enough.
But yeah.
Exactly.
Phonetically accurate.
Yes, correct. Interestingly, Joe Paddock is saying that the participants list may not show everyone if the user doesn't allow their YouTube account to be public. That's fair enough.
So we have people in the shadow that watches. Maybe we have thousands and thousands of viewers, but we don't know that because they are all in private mode.
No, I think the view count still counts.
Maybe they are in super private mode.
Ah, yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
All the world leaders, like all the presidents of every country and Vatican, they don't show up either. And I'm pretty sure they all watch us.
The Illuminati?
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of Illuminati. Like it's like 1 billion worldwide.
Super private. Okay, let's see who we got. So we were running down the list. Spike was here, 3D Guzner, Teresa, of course, Joe Paddock, who I've already mentioned, Robbie Mack.
JAYTEE,
yes.
But at this rate, we are going to reach a point where we will have enough viewers that comment in the comments that we will have to do nothing but reading their names. Have you thought of that?
No, I haven't actually thought of that.
Like the show made for us. Yes, they show up, start talking on the chat, we start telling their names, and that's it.
Yeah, we literally just read like the phone book. We'll read just the names.
Oh, we could just stop now and start reading the phone book.
No, I'm not going to do that.
They will not know. They are not going to be checking like Jake Smith. Is it? They are not going to check if it is there. The thing is that it will be Jake Smith L, Jake Smith R, Jake Smith S, Jake Smith.
Correct.
And they are not going to believe that there are those many Jake Smiths in this.
I've been in a stream where there were like 4 Chris's out of 20 or 30 people.
I'm pretty sure that they haven't even noticed that, but I had once one Alexander commenting on one of my videos, and I jokingly replied to him, one Alexander in exclamation quotes, and then another Alexander replied to his comment, and I said, hey, 2 Alexanders, and it happened up to 4 Alexanders commenting nested on my video. And then now whenever one Alexander comments on one of my videos, I say, hey, one Alexander, just in case.
Yeah.
It is I think it is Alexander Scorpion that comments in all my videos.
Right.
And whenever I see him, I say that one Alexander, just in case any other Alexander happens to comment below it.
Okay, good. Well,
Which,
this is what
as
happens.
you can see, is lots of effort for nothing because nobody notices.
Well, when you've got 70,000 subs, you're bound to have a few Alexanders.
Yes, yes. But I need more Alexanders. I will make T-shirts. More Alexanders wanted for the comment section.
Okay, good, eh? G'day, Magnus Genesis. Who else we got? I think that's about it. Yep, I think I've mentioned everybody that's sort of here. All right, so they're commenting on your little chamber. Teresa, of course, has said don't fart.
Did I poke holes so I can breathe? Luckily, I'm not that good at building greenhouses, so there are a lot of natural appearing holes everywhere. Holes. So yeah,
very good.
I'm pretty sure. But if you start seeing me faint, like 112 is the emergency number in Europe, and my address. No, I will not tell you.
Okay. 112.
But I'm here. Because I can see him. He's in the screen. Go there, please.
Yeah. He's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, everyone sort of realizes that you're a funny fellow. Let me have a look here. What I'm trying to show. Not that one. Not that one. This one. All right. So.
What have I done?
What have you done? This is what I put up with Ivan. All right. So
I still don't know what
this is direct messaging in Twitter, right? And and look at him. He puts the hashtag spelled backwards, right? or he puts the different jitogi, the Japanese art of sending shit for the podcast through direct messaging. Right? This is what I put up with. It's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but bloody hell. Anyway.
But what time was? Because maybe it was late or something.
Yeah, but this one you made an effort.
Oh yeah.
You did it backwards.
The problem is the thing that gets the most out of me is doing this kind of silly stuff. I've gone once. We had a roommate. A girl that we were like 25, she was like 18. It was the first time that she went to a student flat. She shared a flat with other people.
Yep.
And she had another friend living with her, which was a little bit older than her. And her birthday came one day, and we decided to prank her. We did cover her entire bedroom with aluminum foil. But I have to look. I'm pretty sure that I have a photograph around there. The walls, the ceiling, the lamp, chair, desk, books, pens, computer, shoes. If you enter there, the only thing that you could see anywhere was aluminum foil.
Wow.
Like I don't know, it was like 20 rolls of 30 meters or something like that. We spent like maybe an entire Sunday doing that. The entire Sunday.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
And as a revenge, when the birthday of her friend came by, we did remove every single piece of anything in her bedroom, the bed, chair, desk, everything. We took it out. We did buy the largest pool that fitted in the bedroom, like 1 meter tall. Like it was like 2.5, 3 meters in diameter. We filled it with water, and we did put fishes on it.
Shit.
But there is this thing. The other guy that was with me was an architect.
Okay.
And when we finished the entire prank, and we did manage not only to put because if you would want to put water in it, you just use the pressure from the tap with a hose, and you fill it up.
Yeah.
But how do you empty it?
You have to siphon it out.
Yeah, but once you get to the level of the and the other side of the sink or maybe the toilet, you still
I would have thought.
Like 1,200 liters away from emptying it.
Window.
No, we did end up with buckets putting the wooden floor full of water, it was a kind of a disaster. So as I was telling you, when we finished the prank, and like a couple of weeks later, he did started his course on structures and how much weight could a structure bear. And we did went like 5 times over the design weight load of the floor of the room.
Wow.
We could have easily have gone through all the floors with the pool. We lived in the fort.
I've seen photographs of people putting tarpaulins on their outside balcony and filling that with water, and then of course the balcony breaks.
Because I think the security factor is like 7 in architecture or something like that.
Right.
If you are but we were very, very lucky.
Clearly.
So I can put the effort and none of those jokes did hurt anyone.
No, of course not. No, they're good, clean fun.
And we took care of it after the fact. We did empty the pool and we did dry everything and put everything back. But only to see the face of someone like entering the room and seeing, instead of a furniture, a pool with fishes on it. Yes.
Very good.
It was worth.
Very good.
Yes.
Ricky Tanner, g'day.
Hey, Teresa,
how are you?
She took it in good sport, I think.
Who else we got? J. Richard Owen, welcome. That'll do. Okay. All right. So you did actually send me some links, even though the tags were stuffed. So this was Adrian Boyer conceptualized. Instead of using carbon fiber, what if you had random tubes in a print? Okay, so this one literally was, if you have a void, a cylinder that's one of these little guys here, and you're only doing 10% infill or something, that cylinder is going to have the same number of perimeters as your model. Therefore, you've actually got solid structure through these random parts, even though you might only have 5 or 10% infill.
Yes.
But go on.
I didn't tell you why I did send you that.
Well, because I actually was tweeting with him about what's going on and whatever before you sent this.
Yeah, the thing is that I've done that several times. Not that fancy structure that seems like much more smarter than what I was doing. But what I was doing is when I had to print something like in PTG, which had like flat walls that are very large and are not connected to anything on the extremes and the ends, what I did was doing holes in the structure at the end, so I could put extra walls inside the wall, so it didn't lift, it didn't break because of warping effect in very large. Because some of my prints are really, really large.
Yep.
And also to give it a little bit more strength. So I can tell you that works.
Yeah, well, clearly it does. So back to that image. I think somewhere he said it was like 54% stronger or something without actually doing anything fancy. So that's pretty cool. Yes. It made sense.
And he has the skill to do it before having it integrated in any slicer.
Yes, he's written some Python scripts or something to do it in his CAD program, whatever he was using. So yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Yes, Adrian is a clever man.
Oh yes.
All right, let me switch back to what I was going to do. You sent me something else.
Oh yes, this has been everywhere.
3D printed motorbike. Apparently the only bits that are not are the electrical bits.
Not even the axles, the bearings?
Well, I read the article and it actually said just the electrical bits. So I don't know how. Yeah, well, you know, potentially it's possible.
Have you found any videos of it?
No. That's not entirely true. because if you scroll down, where was the video? There was a video somewhere. I clicked on a link somewhere and I found it, but I wasn't going to play a video here. Anywho, that's pretty cool. It looks good.
It looks like it was designed with 3D printed in mind,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not giving a shit of the manufacturing method or anything.
Exactly. So that's the tyres are obviously printed. Now I've been following Michelin tyres for a number of years in this sort of honeycomb sort of compression based tyres. So that is pretty cool. Let me just switch screens temporarily so I can organise what I'm trying to do next. Actually,
And ladies and gentlemen, this is JT multitasking.
Terribly multitasking. I don't think it's called multitasking. This is one of the other things you sent me. So this is the...
I'm rediscovering whatever I sent you.
Yeah. The most 3D printed 3D printer. So the bits with the most parts. Maybe it was this with just the electricals. Oh no, it's got steppers. This is the video. This is the one that had the video on it. I knew I saw something. It's all a blur to me too. So you sent me this. What information do you have about this particular thing?
I have none. I saw it and I
thought it was cool.
Sent it to you.
Okay.
Because whenever you see a 3D printer, you see the lead screw.
Yeah,
is
the
3D
lead screw
printed,
is absolutely.
And the nuts are 3D, and that's very risky. Like doing that, you are not going to get many prints with that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
If they are, because they are printing with it, they have done a very good work on the design and choosing the materials and the printing settings of those parts, so they can get that level of 3D printingness.
Yes.
Hashed 3D printing.
So
yes.
the Mulbot. Anybody that wants to research that, MULBOT. That might be.
And it is on Hackaday. If you are not subscribed, subscribe to Hackaday.
Hackaday.
Yes.
Alrighty, there's that. That was good. Let me switch over to here. Trying to multitask. I'm terrible at it.
Thierry says he has to go to work. Bye bye.
Thierry, okay. Yes, see you, mate. We'll catch you next time. Maya Makes is here.
Hey!
What am I doing there? This was a bit of a funny. This was clearly due to a particular video that might have done the rounds.
Yes.
So this is your hole digging robot, but Graphit suggested that you've been on the moon.
Yeah, I found that doing that silly stuff with the thumbnails and stuff works really well. Like if I do 10 videos of tanks and the 10 thumbnails are a tank, the same tank over and over, people don't want to see it, it seems, or YouTube doesn't want to show it. So I did the whole stuff. And
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Miranda was here. Yeah, so really what you're telling me is that I should spend a bit of time in getting our thumbnails not completely uniform, because they're basically the same every single time. It's you pulling a funny face. It's me being serious and you pulling a funny face. Quite often.
The last time the thumbnail was very good because it was when Brian and I were doing the idiot thing.
I scrolled through the video to find the optimum image. Then I screen grabbed it and then I uploaded it.
I knew that.
Yeah. It did show me one where it was like you looked like Siamese twins. So one of the three defaults was close enough, and that's what gave me the idea to actually spend the time. Yes, Ivan is in a tent. He has made himself a structure covered in plastic. It's effectively a greenhouse.
Miranda meant.
Yes, Miranda meant.
And PLA, not fancy PETG, just PLA. Which I found trying to disassemble one of the corners that is really strong enough for this. because I did have to smash the part with a hammer, not with a screwdriver, not with a real hammer.
An actual hammer.
Yeah, a really big one, trying to smash the part to pieces to be able to release the wooden beams.
Wow. Okay.
So, far chamber.
Far chamber. Yeah. It's never going to stop. You know, Teresa will continue to be the
unless I do it.
Life of the party. Here's something that was actually pretty cool through the week. Lightspeed, Stephen, did these fantastic multi-material prints. Let me see if I can actually click on that for iPhone 10. Let me get my mouse out the way. So it's TPU, I think, and there might have been a PLA mix in there as well. But that's there's definitely PLA or
really
PNTG
nice
in there for sure.
Yes.
But they are awesome prints. Look at that.
I have my own phone case printed with flexible filament.
Yep.
That I designed for exactly for my phone, because it's not an iPhone or anything that has already cases or 3D models made for it.
Yep.
But I don't use it because I don't use phone cases.
Yeah, okay. I use a phone case. Nothing to see here. So mine is bullettrain.com. But my phone case, which is quite thick and bulky.
Yes, has a battery on it.
Nope.
It's a wallet.
It's a wallet, credit cards. So five credit cards or IDs or whatever.
Can you see that I will not be able to resell my phone for a profit?
Yes, unless people want your specific Ivan Miranda mangled phone. Genuine mangled by Ivan. That could be a new thing. Mangled by Ivan.
Like destroyed by the use. And I usually do this phone is 2 years old. Like maybe this month.
Okay.
And the screen is
perfect
in one piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take care of my
I can't fathom how people break their phones. It is a foreign concept to me.
If you instead of buying a phone like this, which is always on my pocket, that has the glass doesn't go until the end of the phone.
Yeah.
You have to hit. Still, you have to hit the metal, and instead of putting it in your front pocket, you put it in your back pocket, and also the glass goes like this, like in the iPhone, the Samsung Galaxy. Like you have the most expensive phone in the entire universe, which is more fragile by design, because I don't think that having a bubble of glass in here provides you of any extra features or anything. And then you put it in your back pocket. It's going to end up in the floor all the time.
I don't put it in my back pocket.
No, I put it in the front pocket, and whenever I grab it, I kind of hold it with my hand.
Yeah. Let's see.
It will be awesome.
Let's see what chat's saying.
For now.
Yeah, Joe, don't drop it. Yes, I've dropped it, but I typically don't.
But it not only. I think it is not only a matter of being careful, but the chances of it falling in the floor and end up broken are much higher if it is made of entirely of glass.
Oh, for sure.
Like glasses, it doesn't matter if it is Gorilla Glass or Godzilla Glass or whatever.
Godzilla Glass. TM.
Because they say Gorilla. I had an HTC Desire that came with Gorilla Glass on it, and phones still come with Gorilla Glass. They should step up one like Godzilla or Bigfoot. Use something more mystical, more incredible.
Unicorn glass.
Yes, adamantium.
Made from the tears of unicorns.
Yeah, something like that. But no, because then they did realize that to make your phone, they had to make a unicorn cry. Like telling him some really sad story.
Yes, like he's never going to have children.
Yes, or your horn in the forehead is fake. It's just it's tied with a strap. You're a horse. Like
Unicorn farts. Yes, indeed. All right. More newsy type things. Let me just scroll through. Now, there's this one joker
what's
name. Yeah, there's
Meyer?
one. Go on, say what Maya's saying.
No, he's talking about an African smartphone. What's an African smartphone?
Ah, sold by the Nigerian prince.
Ah, okay.
I don't think so, but it's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Now, there's this one guy on YouTube and the internet, Ivan Miranda. He does these prints, and then he shit breaks.
Whenever we show this in here, Meyer dies on the inside a little because he knows that a print-a-pro material going to the trash.
Yeah, but it's R&D. You're doing thorough.
It's not everything on the trash. If you switch to me 1 second, please.
Yeah, whole screen.
Please.
Yep. Done.
Because that one is one of the fail corners.
Okay.
So if it can still do its job, I don't throw it away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes.
Of course. So do you know what actually happened with this particular flaw?
Yes. Do you remember? This is all comes from the CapTubes saga.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Do you remember that you told me buy CapTubes? They are going to solve all your problems in love, financially, like everything. You are going to start to be fit without doing any sports or anything. You don't have to.
Did I put a little asterisk disclaimer somewhere saying?
Yeah, but I didn't read that.
Okay, all right. As long as I did, yeah. That's fine.
So I did buy 60 meters of CapTubes. I did bought a lot of CapTubes.
Of course.
And once one of my printers, the CR10 upgraded, started clogging and failing, I did disassemble it, checked if there was that goop on the hot end. It was. I did take it out, throw it away, put a new one, and did put some CapTubes.
Yes.
And that printer has been my go-to printer all these weeks. Whenever I have a print, I put it on that one to see if I had. I print with all of them, but that was the non-stopping printer. Mm-hmm. So I was waiting for it to fail, just to see if it was the CapTubes or not, and it failed. And I immediately, without checking the printer or anything, I said, well, the CapTubes are not the solution. The clogging or everything comes from other place. And I did take your photograph, and I was at home, and I started thinking, wait, there is a line. If you see, there is a line of failed material.
Let me switch. Let me
yes.
click. Let me actually click on the picture. See if we can
get like in the middle of the photograph, you can see like there is a strand of lots of different lines of filament making a. Yes, and there is another one.
This one here, yeah.
But all the failed filament is placed in lines. And then I started thinking at home without being able to check the printer. Maybe that failure is not a clogged nozzle because there is a lot of material in there. So when I went back to the workshop, I checked it, and I realized that the Y-axis motor connector was loose. The cable was not connected, and that was what did the failure. The thing is that the bed wasn't moving back and forth.
Back and forward. So, yeah. So it just kept dropping material left to right.
In the same line. That's well. So the printer was working correctly, but the connector came loose. I did reset the printer, reconnected the wire, and it seems that by disconnecting the connector, suddenly it didn't break any drivers for the motors. Mm-hmm. So the printer is back printing now, and it seems that the CapTubes are doing their job.
Uh-huh.
So I immediately bought another 2 hot ends for those printers that will be here tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep.
And I will assemble the other 2 CR10s that I have with CapTubes to see if that makes them more reliable.
Okay.
That's a lot of speaking straight for a Spaniard.
Yes.
Spaniard. What?
Spanish squirrel.
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 Yes. So.
Well, that's good. This was a little bit frightening. Now, I'm just going to read chat for a sec.
Oh,
Brian's back.
I've heard a beep. Someone burrito is already picked it up.
The beep was the dishwasher finishing because...
Please go and open the door. It's going to keep beeping. If you...
No, it opens itself. It's a
No way.
smeg. The door opens and lets the warm air out. So it lets it air dry.
They keep the moist.
That's it. Don't say moist
moist
because Teresa will jump on the bandwagon. Okay, now the most frightening. I thought nylon was expensive. Nylon filament.
Yes.
So Meg makes her giggle, and yeah, I'm just not going there.
You see that?
So
you don't need it.
So nylon's super expensive, right?
Yes.
What's more expensive than nylon?
I've already seen it, so I don't.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
everybody in the chat.
Okay, there are peak for. Okay, Maya Makes, you're either looking at my screen.
But he's no wait.
He's a manufacturer. I understand.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
He can participate.
But like insanity. Look at what I'm about to show. Look at the undiscounted price for 250 grams, then multiply by 4, you get precisely $1,000 per kilogram, which is
I did when I had my my Rapman 3.1 from Bits from Bytes, the 3D printer that I had like a lot of time ago.
You focus.
I did buy on Farnell rods of PEEK that were like 25 millimeters long and 16 millimeters in diameter for 50 euros.
Okay.
And I had then to do some machining to make a hole inside it to hold the DIY hot end that I made for the printer. And machining PEEK is really difficult because it gets grippy and hot really fast. So just drilling a hole, a 3 millimeter hole in it, was like a nightmare because once you went like 5 millimeters inside the piece drilling, it started to get really a lot of friction with the part, and it started to grab the material by friction, and balls of material, hot material. It was simple. Wow. I started to do it drilling plastic with lots and lots and lots of oil.
Okay.
Just to drill plastic.
Yeah. Wow. I just want to see what the rest of the chat's saying because, like, it was way up there. Godzilla PTG. Yep. Yes, that is expensive, very much so. I was in a eSun forum and I posted that and I said, this is not a criticism, this is purely an observation. And eSun wrote back with the crying smiley face, saying, yes, we know. Yeah. Well, what are they to do? If Maya Makes says it's $1,000, I've seen $700 US a kilo. For stuff.
Yeah, but that filament is for very specific applications.
Oh yeah, of course.
And you need a very specific printer to be able to print it because I don't know what the extrusion temperature is, but
it's hundreds.
It has to be really high.
Yeah, hundreds of degrees.
Maybe 300 or something like that. So you need a very specific. You cannot do that material with any printer.
So my Brian's ANET A8 isn't going to do it. It'll catch fire before it heats up.
Oh yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Maybe it will never get to that temperature.
There you go, 400 degrees. 400. Yep. I knew it was hundreds.
You know, that's having experts in the comments.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great. 400. I don't even know that. I don't think that the Pulse XC is able to get to 400.
No. How have you gone with the Pulse? You still happy?
Oh yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'm trying now to print with a Printapro's PC ABS, which is ABS with polycarbonate,
Polycarbonate, yeah.
which is it's really tough. It's incredibly. I've tried to break one of the parts. I did print a small shoe, and I tried to break it. I haven't been able to yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I've with the vise. I pressed it with the vise. I hammered it, and it gets dense, but it doesn't break.
Okay.
I cannot snap it.
I was actually given some polycarbonate from eSun, the Australian distributor, because when I pick up, well, I typically pick up my eSun packages because they're only 30 minutes away, and I say hi and talk crap as I'm prone to do. So he gave me some polycarbonate samples, which I haven't tried yet because I want to put the hot end in and whatever. But yeah, it looks interesting.
But when I started 3D printing, I only printed with ABS,
Yep.
which smells terrible and it's really bad for your health
Yep.
if you breathe it. But the PC ABS, it smells that bad, but it's even better. Mechanically, it's even better than ABS.
Okay.
So if you can get a printer that is going to be printing in another room or in a well-ventilated area, or you can have extraction, that's I think for small parts that need to be really mechanically really good I think is even better than carbon fiber nylon.
Okay.
Or carbon fiber PTU. But yes.
Yes, Teresa, we did go from squirrel to Godzilla glass. I was just making...
That's why I wasn't able to concentrate on...
Yeah, because he saw me typing it in, because Ivan's actually on Skype, and I share my main iMac screen with him, so he can see what's coming up next. So
there is stuff going back and forth from Spain to Australia like 3 or 4 times in these podcasts.
Yeah.
Actually, I hope that the server that YouTube uses to go live with our stream, it's like in the other side of the earth still.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Is Joe Paddock still in the chat? How did you go?
Hey, me. I want to try it.
Please
send me some.
What do you want?
Meyer says that they have some PA nylon filaments in stock if someone wants to try them.
Oh, okay.
I want to try them.
Okay.
Anything that can make mechanical parts even stronger, I want that. I'm planning on using the PC ABS to make mirrored, how do you call them? Helical gears?
Yeah, helical gears, yeah.
Yeah, but mirror, they have a name.
Oh, okay.
But I want to try them. Yes, I want to try everything.
Fair enough. Yeah, Joe, I was just wondering if you'd had a play with Skype in OBS and chopping stuff up.
Herringbone.
Herringbone.
Yes. Brian, yes.
Okay.
Herringbone, yes. I've used that in the past, and I think with PC ABS, I could do if it is not very if it doesn't have to go really fast. I think it could work for a very long time.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Joe tested it with a buddy. Yep. No problem.
Yay.
Chris Riley, welcome. How you going? He's not in a paint chamber. He's in a greenhouse, which allows him to stay warm.
But funny enough, if as you may know, I want to make another space that is more permanent and more for humans.
Less greenhousey.
Yes, and if that happens, this is going to become my paint chamber. I will use this to paint stuff in it with extraction and everything.
Or it will be his grow house.
Grow house?
Marijuana.
No, I've done that in the past. I'm done with that. Teresa insists this is my fart box.
Yeah, she just can't get enough of the fart concept.
Oh, Imagine a Kickstarter for a fart box.
Okay.
Like a plasticky box where you can get. Okay.
You vent into.
Oh yeah, gear down for that. For what? Yeah, do you know his channel?
Yeah, get down for it. Yeah.
Squirrel. Sorry. Gear down for what he does with 3D printing. Some amazing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Kickstarter. I could easily spend the entire hour being distracted by the. Thanks, Meyer. He says that he's going to tell to his boss to send me some PC nylon.
Ah.
That's going to be if it is even stronger than PC ABS, I'm going to do some really insane stuff. Okay. Because do you know that I'm already designing the big tank?
The big tank, the one that
why I'm designing the big tank?
Ah, okay. Tell me.
Because the small one works.
Yes, because you finished. The small one's fantastic.
Yes.
Although you do need 2 small tanks now with foot straps. And you stand on them like Jean-Claude Van Damme on the Volvo trucks.
Yeah, I don't have the inner thighs of. I don't know how.
Let's say flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's your groin.
Picture in your head the ripping noise that this type of will make. Exactly that.
Yeah. I remember seeing one of his movies, in the 80s, where he was being trained for his flexibility, and they stretched him, and it was just. I'm sort of feeling my groin now, going, oh my god.
No. I want my legs.
Yes.
Together.
Correct. Teresa, leave that alone, just in case. Yes, like the legs together Robot B9.
I'm going to put a seat on it, and there is going to be an inside and outside of the tank.
An inside and an outside. Okay.
Like I'm going to be inside the tank.
Okay.
Not on the tank.
No, I understand.
I'm going to be inside the tank.
So we're going to have.
I'm already looking for spring. The things that you have in the trunk of the car to lift it up.
Yeah.
In the boot.
Yeah.
Those springs, the air springs. I'm searching for those, just to be able to lift half the tank, so I can get inside.
Oh, so the pneumatic ones.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
I'm looking at the joining mechanism, because once I finish, I need to measure how many kilos is it going to be required to lift, so it doesn't fall on my head.
Yeah. So you're going to be printing plates of plastic.
I'm not sure if I'm going to print everything.
Okay.
But I might. Oh, look, what is the panels? I might use wood, but I'd love to be able to do it like the old one, because width-wise, it doesn't have to be wider than the old big tank.
Yeah.
That already fits me. Like from shoulder to shoulder, which is the wider. That's like I will have to be like this.
Yeah.
Like a little bit reclined, and that should be enough. It will need to be a little bit longer and a little bit taller, but that's it.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be much bigger than the old one, and I'm planning on buying O-drives. Do you know what O-drive is?
I do, but my database is accessing very slowly right at the moment.
Okay, no. There is, if you search for O-drive on Google,
No. This database.
Oh, O-drive is a cloud storage company.
Ah.
So I thought that you were referring to that, and it also like drivers for brushless motors that are joined with encoders. So if you have a brushless motor and an encoder on it, it's like a sensor motor.
Okay.
So those drivers are really configurable and really powerful, and you could use them to control the acceleration, amount of current, amount of voltage, and everything that you send to the motors, so you can have a very smooth ride with even really high top speeds.
Okay.
So I could make a tank that is really fast but still safe to drive with me in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to
And
roll, as in roll, tip, center of gravity sort of roll.
oh no, but it could. The thing that I mentioned in the last video is that one of the tests that I did, the ESC, the VSC, did send so much current instantly to the motor that it ripped it from the mount instantly.
Yep.
Like it didn't start to roll, and I hear a very loud noise, and the motor lifted from the.
It's like your groin when you're doing the splits, a tearing noise.
Ah yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm planning on printing them with the PCABS, which is not going to break. There is no way that that thing is going to break. But still, if the motor mount doesn't break, the next weak point that is going to be the base where the sliders in the chassis are, those two bridges that where the motor slides are going to snap.
Yeah. Just.
So I need a way to control the amount of power that I put on them.
Okay.
And I mean that by danger it's like being inside a tank where a motor comes flying behind your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
we don't want that. All right, what do we got? Brian Vines, pun of the day, old matic, not pneumatic. Very good. What will Ivan make once he finishes all of these tanks? Jet ski is apparently the top vote.
Top jet ski for what?
Yeah, what you're going to do next after all the tanks? Jet ski.
Jet ski?
Why not?
That will have to wait for the summer.
Why? You're brave.
No, there is probably like my kryptonite is cold water.
Oh, fair enough. Just like me.
I did when I take my showers in the morning. I could boil eggs on that water.
Very nice.
I scald myself.
Nice and hot.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. So. Helicopter. I definitely need to do something that flies, that really flies. And I've already bought a CC3 flight controller because I need to start dominating the air because land and water is not enough.
I did see one the other day, a guy who had, I don't know, 20 or 30 propellers around him. I'll try and find it for next week. It was actually pretty cool.
What?
It was a helicopter. A man on a seat.
Okay.
It was a seat.
Yes.
Surrounded by
I know it.
Surrounded by props.
But you know that guy has been trying to do that flying machine for years.
Of course.
And but the thing that happened is that some YouTubers that had like the skills and lots of resources did a bathtub that flies with like 4 or 6 or 8 really powerful motors and went buying croissants with it.
Okay.
A bathtub, like a tub.
Yeah,
with
bathtub.
propellers.
Yeah, I understand.
And the guy was in the bathtub, and he was flying with the remote in the bathtub with a helmet.
As you do.
And he went to the croissant shop.
Yes.
Landed the thing, entered the shop, grabbed the croissant, and went again flying home.
Yep, I understand.
It could have easily died. Yes, but.
What, by choking on a croissant?
Have you seen the guy with the ultralight? No, the ala delta wing.
No.
How do you say it? The guy that was learning to fly with a delta wing with his instructor.
Oh, and he's hanging on for dear life. Yeah, it was a hang glider.
Hang glider.
Hang glider.
It's 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 16 seconds, holding to the bar, and the guy.
Yeah. It was insane.
Oh my God! But the thing is, he did tore off his biceps because he had to hang on for his life for that long.
Absolutely.
He broke the one of the wrists. He has metal plates in it now, but he's alive.
He's absolutely alive, and he's a YouTube sensation.
Oh yeah, 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 16 seconds watching to see if the guy dies in the video. I should try to do one of those.
It was on a local news here, and they said, does the man sue him, or does the passenger, the guy that's hanging on, does he sue the instructor, or does he thank the instructor for actually being able to fly and get him down reasonably quickly?
But the instructor was flying with one hand and grabbing the guy with the other hand.
Correct. That's what I mean.
Like, and as you can see, the instructor drops him in the floor.
Yep.
Lands the thing, and you can see that once he's really sure that the thing is in the floor, you can see him like looking back to see how many pieces of the other guy were on the floor.
Whether there's bones poking out of the bloke or not.
Checking how much money would he have to.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
I'm pretty sure that when he forgot to attach the harness to the wing, I'm pretty sure that he didn't forget to make him sign the waiver. I'm pretty sure that he didn't forget that.
No, of course. Paragliding, yep. Oh yeah, Teresa's saying there was a guy who was going to make a rocket and launching it live to prove that the Earth is flat. Yeah, what a dickhead. He launched. Yeah, he did. He launched.
Yeah, but because one of the things that I wanted to talk about today.
Well, you got 3 minutes.
Maybe 6.
Okay.
This might take 6. That how would be if the Earth, instead of being flat, because someone said that on Twitter, I don't remember who, if it was half the sphere,
yep,
but with gravity pulling down. In the entire, like if you were here, the gravity will be pulling you down, not through the center of the sphere.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like there will be like daredevils or explorers going through the sides with ropes, but there would be a limit, and instead of global warming, you would have the issue of losing mass because it will fall.
Everything falls off the edges. Yeah.
Yes, and things like that. It will be really only a fraction, a circumference that will be habitable, and there will be like the Inuits in the Arctic, but people that live in the hill sides of the Earth, and lots of jobs like architects, but for the part that is not flat, or only the rich people would live in the part which is really
at the top, yeah, at the apex where it's evenly distributed.
A dystopic. That will be a really cool dystopic movie.
Yeah.
Half sphere.
Yeah.
Like only the rich can live in the center in towers where the gravity pulls down instead of sideways, and yes. Instead of death penalty, you will send people to the
outskirts, and they just whatever slide off. Well, they all live with harnesses.
Yeah, or Velcro.
Yeah,
lots of them.
Yeah. Where was it? Oh, Mr. Buttram. How do flat Earth people explain the pictures from the space station? They're retouched, of course, live. The same as they say that the windows on your aeroplane are actually LCD screens where they can control the image.
And if you get one of those guys mounted on a B2 or U2, what is the very long wings
the bomber
airplane? No. Oh, maybe yes.
B2 is a bomber, but I don't know.
No, maybe the U2, the one that goes really high to the stratosphere. That has a very
the zero gravity one.
No, it's I can search for it.
Yes.
We live in the internet age. I'm searching. Say something.
B2, U2.
U2.
Yeah.
The U2 plane.
SR-71's the Blackbird.
U2. If you mount one of those flat earthers in the U2,
yep,
and you take them to the stratosphere and let them see the Earth from any angle they want, when he lands, gets out of the plane and addresses all the flat earthers and say, "I saw the Earth from space and it is round. They bought him. They dragged him to say that." Like,
Correct.
it wouldn't matter.
Yep. Exactly.
Even you had to take all of them on. Maybe that. I see it now. All the flat earthers are not flat earthers. They are trying to snatch a free ride on a U2 airplane.
Yes. Good. I like it.
So now I'm a flat earther because I want to.
Elon Musk tweeted. He ran a poll. He said, "Is the Earth flat, hollow, flat and hollow?" They were the three choices. There was no fourth choice.
Yeah, then flat and hollow. Then.
Flat and hollow I think was the winner. But the comments were mental. That was just funny as.
Yeah.
And Mr. Buttram's going to be a square earther.
A square earther.
That's like a squirrel earther.
But it would look like there are like 12 mountains.
Oh yeah, because of the points.
8 mountains.
Yes, 8.
Whenever you are standing, you will see like there are like 4 mountains.
Yep.
And there is only one spot in its face that is the gravity is pulling just down.
Oh, my head hurts. Cube earther.
Cube earther.
Yeah. Nice.
Not King Arthur. Cube earther. Okay.
Borg yes, Borg Earth.
Borg. Yes. Godzilla. Robin Mac. Yes. U2. P2. U2. U2. The plane is the U2.
Very good.
Plane.
All right. One last thing. Now Thierry's gone, so that's a shame. But let me just.
No, we can prank him.
Well, he's gone, but he can watch it, which he normally does. All right.
Yes.
So. How
is he Canadian?
He is.
Okay.
How Canadians are born?
I have no idea.
If my mouse worked. I saw the footage on the news in forwards. The guy was going to make a snow angel with his child, and the child just completely vanished. I'm sure the mother was going to kill the father.
Oh yes.
Oh, but
my wife will yes.
Funny, bloody hell. So yes, I was going to ask Thierry if that's real.
Yeah. But snow is soft.
Yeah. But well, since we're doing it, yeah, I'll do this one last one because you're probably short on time. Let me pause the GIF. I think I'll have to scroll to start the GIF again. Yeah, so that's where we were. Let me do the transition. Let me go back to here. All right, this is the other way Canadians get born. Ah, bugger. That's not what I wanted. Here he is. Now this obviously isn't in reverse. This is in forwards. So he was newborn.
Oh my God! How?
Yeah, I'm tipping you're not going to be doing that if cold water isn't your thing.
Oh no. And I will kill whomever makes that to me.
Oh, of course.
Oh my God!
Yeah, all of our wives would kill us if we did that to our kids.
Oh yes.
For sure.
Yes.
But it makes for good news coverage.
Yeah, I will not be allowed to get the kid out of the house with that call.
Yeah.
That's it.
Unless they've got floaties on them.
Floaties?
Inflatable plastic for the swimming. Inflatable arms for the children. So you cover them in floaties.
That's not going to make it either.
No. Don't drop the baby. Well, I want to know, it was probably the mother that was filming the father anyway. So she gave consent by filming.
Maybe she didn't knew
No,
what he was going to do.
she knew because the camera was pointing at the pile of snow. I don't know
Okay.
it was the wife, but I'm saying it is to get him off the hook. Your Honour, the wife gave consent.
Yes.
Hmm.
Who was recording the? Yes.
Correct. Oh, filming is not consent. Yes, true, but he may have indicated to her, this is what I'm going to do, please capture it. Ah, Brian's got it. It was the girlfriend.
Ooh.
Not the wife at all.
That's
how he
worse.
got caught, because it was on YouTube, and then the wife started asking questions. And that man will never be seen again. Oh no, children are not fragile at all, they bounce.
Oh, before having kids, I didn't believe that, but now I know.
Oh, for sure they bounce.
They are unbreakable.
Resilient. For sure.
Yeah, but the thing, if I had half of the bumps, hits, and falls that my baby has, I would be full of casts.
Oh yeah, yeah. The kids are bouncy because they don't tense up. They stay floppy and they bounce.
They just fall and let it go before the face hits the floor.
Yeah.
We will do like this.
Correct.
And very stiff.
And you break
and
your
we'll
wrists.
Break our wrists, the elbow, everything.
All of that. All of that. Floppy baby. 5 1/4 or 3 1/2, Brian? Or 8?
Maybe 8.
Yes, 8.
How old? How old is the baby?
Yeah. I'm of course talking inches, folks.
Oh yes. Maybe even in here we talk inches on
Oh,
floppies.
Zip baby, yes. Jazz baby. PsyQuest baby. I've got a box of PsyQuest discs in my mother-in-law's garage. And
Punch card baby?
No, not quite. USB. Yes, I agree, Maya, but that is the standard terminology for that particular media. I don't know the equivalent of 3 1/2 inches actually. What is 3 1/2 inches in millimeters?
8 centimeters.
9.
Oh.
So close. So 3 is 75, or thereabouts. Oh, thank you, Brian. Look at Brian. 8.89. He's very helpful. My caliper thumbs weren't working when I measured on the ruler and flipped it over.
I have lots of references of things that I know how much they measure, just to try and guess how other things will look like with that. Like for example, computer fans are 8 centimeters, or CDs are 12 centimeters, or
yeah.
And I have lots of those references, so I know how big or small something is that I'm trying to draw on 3D, or like how big is it going to look like in real life?
Yes.
Because sometimes you start zooming in, and you start drawing, and you see 0.2 millimeters, and that's not going to cut it.
Yeah. I got a bunch of dampeners, the metal plates with the rubber between them for the stepper motors.
Yes. Yes.
So they arrived in the mail, and I've gone, shit, these are small. Because all the pictures you see on bloody GearBest and Amazon, they're enormous. And I'm going, I had to walk up to a stepper motor and actually line it up to make sure the bloody holes fit.
Yeah, but I can tell you that a stepper motor is 42.5 millimeters wide.
Yep. What are the centers on those? That's what I'm after.
The holes are 31 millimeters apart from each other.
Okay.
The disc that protrudes from the surface is 26 millimeters wide and protrudes 1.5 millimeters. The axle is 17 millimeters tall, 5 millimeters thick. I can tell you, I can draw a bracket for a stepper motor blindfolded. I've done so many that I can do it without looking.
Yeah, that actually
I
makes
know
sense.
all the. Yes. The protrusion is not 26 millimeters. That's how big I make it because I never remember what the width is.
Speaking of sausage,
Squirrel.
yeah.
Yes.
Women don't know how big 8 inches is because guys keep telling us certain things are 8 inches and it's a lie.
Okay.
Chris, you will not find someone that uses imperial. Nigeria, I think, is the only other country.
Liberia.
Oh, there you go.
Says
Yeah, it's
but
just.
why?
Oh, he's taking a poll. He's just seeing.
Ah, okay, okay.
He's just wondering. It's one of these thoughts.
Okay.
Um,
I hope that Trump makes himself a king,
right.
like goes from president to king.
Yes.
And then switches the inches to his fingers and fits to his feet.
Yes.
And makes everybody change everything again.
Trump units.
It will be, yeah. Trumps. 3 Trumps.
Yeah, but his hands are so tiny. What the units are very small.
Everything would be bigger then.
Yeah, no,
like
Brian,
instead of 8 inches would be 12 inches.
Yes, exactly. It's huge.
It's huge. Yes, huge. it's huge.
Huge. Yeah. Cubits. Exactly.
In cubits.
Oh dear.
But goat legs.
Goat legs. The ancient art of bartering. Give you 2 chickens and a goat. No, I need 1 goat leg's worth of eggs. What?
What? Show me your eggs.
Show me your goat leg eggs. All right, now we're rambling and you're over, and I don't know why you're still here.
Oh,
are you having a good time? Oh, okay. Hashtag goat legs.
Goat legs.
Totes my goats. Yes, that's true. There is a gift for that. 2 desi goats. Oh shit! All right, we'll call it. It's 1:45 here, roughly, in a couple of minutes.
Enough mega modes for today.
Yeah, I'll be up for a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll let Ivan go and do some more work. Not that this is work. This is just fun. Thanks everybody. Once again, next week I've already done a JTOG19 hashtag. So Christmas prints. If you have your Christmas prints or trees or decorations or anything like that, anything Christmassy, tag it with JTOG19. Let me put that in the chat. JTOG19. I had to delete a freaking tweet today because I stuck a Y in JTOG. There you go. There's Ivan. Thank you.
I was singing in the background.
Oh, you did well.
More Christmas.
Much like a department store. I was the voiceover and you were the music. Yeah. So JTOG19 Christmas prints. We'll deal with them next week.
Yes.
And then.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, but does it run Crisis? That's the question.
Does it run it?
Does it run Crisis, or does it run Doom? They're the two.
Doom.
They're the 2 questions.
Yes.
The most important questions.
If it is a calculator, does it run Doom?
Yeah, exactly. Anything with an LCD screen.
Yes.
All right, I'm calling it. That's it. Wrangler and Godzilla Glass are off. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. All that sort of good stuff. And I will put the outro thingy here. Blip, 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 blip. Readiness. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, Ivan, remember what I told you. Don't say anything while we've got this screen
No,
on.
no,
They can
I
still
won't say
hear us.
anything. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
keep it secret.
Yeah, just us.